Alright guys, so welcome to the video here. I am creating a video to essentially show you guys how to 3-star champs. Um, that's one of the things I started learning how to play later in TFT. I'm relatively new to the auto battler and TFT, and I just started playing when it first came out. So I really enjoyed the game and started putting a lot of effort into it. Obviously, I didn't really start caring about getting 3 stars until I got to gold. So, took some screen caps of some of my battles. Some I win, some I don't. But as you can see, I've gotten a lot of golds or 3 stars since Go 2. So, and Go 3. So I kind of jump back and forth. And so I'm getting, showing you some screenshots that I have. And I'm consistently getting 3, 4, 2, goats throughout playing and as I rank up. So as you guys can see, I'm making my way up to platinum with 2 golds here, and I think I just played a game with 5 and then a recent game with 4. So the biggest thing for me is I saved the video about this actual battle, and we're gonna take a closer look at oh, actually different battle. So we're gonna take a closer look at how I got to 3 stars. So that's one of the biggest things. So I'm going to show you a quick sheet that I kind of threw together real quick. You can find this sheet basically anywhere online if you Google ratios, drop rates, things like that. One of the biggest things I wanted to add to the sheets that this one does not have is basically this small guide here, as you can see towards the bottom. And this kind of gives you a good idea of where to start looking for the cards you need to get to 3 stars. So around level 4 and around level 5. So the reason why I put a dash 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 is really depending on how well you're doing in the game. So if you feel like you can't beat the Krugs or the Wolves, then obviously you need to level to a 5 or you need to level to a 6 for Wolves. And the kind of gold is where you want to be once you get to these points. After Wolves is really where it's going to start tearing down. It's going to be very hard to get gold cards for um, tier 1 type cards. So for champions that cost 1 gold, that's going to be really the hurdle past that. Because obviously, once you see the levels here at level 5, you're at 40% chance of seeing a 1 gold card. So it drops substantially. You really want to grab it between 3, 4, and then 5 maybe. Once you get to 6, it drops dramatically under 30%. So that's really once it gets really hard, and you really got to start pushing for everything else. If you notice, for 2 gold cards and 3 gold cards, the max you'll see is 31%. So the that's the hardest part for a lot of people is if you get to level 6, 7, 8, you leveling your 1 gold cards to 3 stars is going to be very, very minimal. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. Again, like I said, this is a good sheet to kind of follow from there. So let's go ahead and minimize this. And I went ahead and uploaded a video earlier today, and this is me playing. And essentially, um, I started playing, went through it, and I felt like this was a really good video. Obviously, not all games come out to be like this. I do lose some, and you don't always get 2, 3 stars like you want. Excuse the logo. That's jumping around here, so you'll see a double logo because I'm literally watching a YouTube video, a video I made. So that's why it's there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to, let's see here, 10 minutes and 30. So right around here. So this is where the important thing is. I want to say here. So you're at the crux that are coming up, and the most important thing that you want to do is to make sure you have enough cards to beat them. So that's really the biggest thing. And as you can see, I already have a lot of silvers. Getting a lot of silvers by this point gives you an idea of what you can level to 3 gold. And as you can see, I've bought some things, fill up my bottom line, and I'm kind of reorganizing things to kind of get set up. So ultimately, you want to be able to beat the Krugs. At this point, I stick with level 4 instead of spending the gold. As you see here, I'm at 19 gold, but I have a full row at the top that I can sell to get myself closer to 30 gold. So it's kind of a skewed look, but think of the items or the guys you have on your line to be able to sell at any point. So that's one of the things to think about. So once you kill them, um, so I got some gold. So I'm at 24, and obviously I have my bottom line. So I kill them, and I'm waiting for the screen to reset in the bottom before I start re-rolling and start fishing for certain cards. I think it takes me about a minute or two to get my first gold card, but we'll just let it play through here and wait, and gives me time to talk. So here, I like to adjust and push it back. Obviously, there's a lot of lease, so I'm just gonna start buying her up because obviously I feel like she's gonna be the one that's gonna work. And I re-roll again, get a Garen. I need to make room for him, or Darius, not Garen. I need to make room for him, more lease. So here I'm frantically, you know, pushing through. Tristana's there as well. So I feel pretty confident that I'm going to level all these guys. So at this point, um, I'm rolling through again. The game's going to start. I'm not really paying attention to the game itself. I'm more focused on trying to get these gold cards. So I'm stuck with a tough choice because I'm at least, but I have all these cards that I want to keep. So at this point, I'm going to die anyway, so I'm going to lock it. So I lock the bottom line. I'm guaranteed to keep it. I'm going to take the hit. No big deal. Um, I'm going to roll in, and that way I'm not wasting 2 gold just to re-roll and then lose the chance of getting at least. Here, at least I'm at level 5. I can buy at least. I don't need uh, the tank anymore, so I drop him, throw Darius in. Now I can start buying more cards. So now I'm faced with a choice. I just realized, hey, I'm at level 5. I can throw somebody up, and then I'll have space to do some more things, right? Actually, so now I threw a level 5. So that's my first level 5. At that point, I guess I made a misplay for the Tristana. No big deal. I think I'll eventually get a gold for her. And so as you can see, I'm re-rolling. I'm adding up, so I'm working towards my next one. So I think at this point the timer is at 13.5. So actually, in 15 more seconds, I'm gonna get my second gold star, and then 2 minutes from there, I'll get another gold um, or 3-star character. So in about 5 more seconds here, the screen's gonna automatically re-roll, and as you guys will see, should be getting a there it is, Tristana. So I bought 2 backs in it, but it doesn't matter. You can sell it back. So I got there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to 1530 and slowly show you my third gold, I believe, is where I'm at. And let's see here. Okay. So as you can see, I got 2 golds. And right here, I decide to sell the person I got from the draft. And then I'm going to roll and get my third gold. So now I throw 2 items on it. So at this point, I have 3 golds, and we're only about 15 minutes into the game. My final fourth gold, before I really stop looking for them, rolls at about 18 minutes. So let's go 18 minutes. 18 minutes in. So wolves, and as you guys can see at the chart I had earlier, wolves is really the final break point. So from here, I wait for the wolves to die. I'm gonna go to anyways. I do have a lot on my line, so I do have a lot of worth on my characters, but I do want to keep them. So that's the thing that's important to think about. So now I got 6 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some gold, and I'm sitting here considering what items I want to build. Um, and I'm going to spend some gold here real quick. Boom. So here's my 4 um, gold characters. From here, I stop really hunting for golds. I do try to get some silvers and flesh out my team comps more. because obviously I'm at 5 characters and everybody else is so far ahead of me. Um, I wind up getting third in this game, and I get knocked down pretty far. But I will actually have this video uploaded so you guys can actually see the whole um, match. So you can see the whole match from the beginning and there's no skips. Really, I created this video to just give everybody an idea of what to look for, what to do. The biggest thing is try to be smart with your rerolls because keep in mind it costs 2 gold to reroll. So if you're leveling level 1 cards, you need nine gold to get to the 3 stars. So every little bit counts, and you'll see throughout the video that I drain myself down to 0 gold often, and but it paid off. Obviously, as you guys can see, I have 4 3-star cards. I keep calling them gold just because they're colored gold. So excuse my mix up on the terminology there, but you guys get the idea. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and if you like what you see, please comment, like, subscribe, and ask me any questions. So any questions you guys might have about this, I'll try my best to answer if possible. But this method works really well. That's the biggest important thing is it's done really good for me. It's worked very, very well. And this chart really is the biggest thing to go by. At level 4 or 5, that's really where you're going to taper off. Now, with that being said, you can 3-star higher level cards. Just keep in mind you're looking at about a 30% chance to see the cards you're looking for. If the RNG goes in your favor, then by all means jump on it. So if you see 3 2 gold cards from the very start of a certain row, then you're probably going to be right on uh, the right track to leveling that up pretty fast. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So thanks again, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.